Now before we get into the video, a big update for you guys. We've opened an FC Barcelona fan group. There you can talk to all the Cules from all around the world and participate in matchday discussions. You can get football news as well in real time. Just click on the link in the video description, accept the invite, download and then register. You will be automatically added to the group. It will take only 5 minutes and it's absolutely free. So hurry up. Link is given in the video description. Now let's get into the video. Hello guys and welcome back to our channel Barcaadmirers for your daily coverage of all the latest news updates and transfers roundup regarding FC Barcelona. In this episode, we have some really concerning news regarding one of our defenders as Barca gets attacked by the Espanyol coach in the press conference along with many more such updates. So make sure you watch this video to the very end without skipping over any part. Now before we get started, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share it with your blog and your friends and click on the bell icon and press all to turn on all the notifications. First thing today, let's have a quick recap of yesterday's events in the game. Barcelona found a way to finish in the La Liga top 4 for a second straight week thanks to a 2-2 draw against Espanyol in a hard-fought Catalan derby at the RCDE stadium. Now I will give it to you, Barcelona indeed played very well in the first half and should have put the game right out of sight itself, but then they allowed their local rivals to come back and take the lead and therefore needed a last second goal from substitute Luc de Jong to rescue a late point and stay in 4th place for another few days. Now despite this crucial 1 point almost feeling like a win, this was still a huge letdown after last week's incredible win over Atletico Madrid, and Barca quite simply wasted a victory that was very much in their hands in the first half, but then again they kept missing chances and paid for a really awful defensive mistake. It is a frustrating result, but staying in the top 4 is definitely good news. Now after this result, I believe there is at least one statistic that is worth mentioning, although it's not a very pleasant one. Barcelona have drawn 9 games in La Liga in this season. Only Athletic Club Bilbao and Cadiz FC have drawn more games. Most of them have been against mid-table teams or teams in the bottom half of the table. It all started by a 1-1 draw against Granada, followed by a goalless draw against Cules, and then again a 1-1 draw against Alaves, followed by 3-3 against Celta Vigo, 2-2 against Osasuna, 1-1 against Granada, and 2-2 in yesterday's Catalan derby. Now we have yet another statistic, and this one appears to be a bit encouraging, and it's also compiled by Opta. It states that in this season, Barcelona have scored the most headed goals in La Liga, which stands at 10, including the one scored yesterday by Luc de Jong. Barca have matched their own best record in the league campaign since the 2016-2017 season, in which they also scored 10 headed goals, but in 38 games. On the other hand, we also have confirmation that Jordi Alba has now reached 60 assists for Barcelona, counting yesterday's ones in La Liga. Now speaking in the post-match press conference, Pedri Gonzalez, who scored the brilliant opening goal for Barcelona, said that the truth is that since Barcelona were losing, getting a point in the last minute is still something, but they are still disappointed. They wanted the full 3 points. He thinks that they needed to play with more calm. They wanted the ball, but then they rushed things a bit. Yet another young and talented midfielder, Pablo Gavi, said in a post-match press conference that he was a little sad and also nervous after his goal was cancelled, but at least they still managed to get 1 point. He's proud to play for Barcelona and he will play wherever the coach wants him to. There are still a lot of games left until the end of the season in La Liga and anything is very much possible. Now of course, manager Xavi Hernandez also made his comments in the post-game press interview. He said that Barca could have won the game, they dominated and created chances, and now they simply have to finish the game when they are in their best moments. He further said that in the second half they controlled the game completely, but then Rodrigo de Thomas's goal came. They concede too much and they must minimize the mistakes. Mildly congratulating his boys over the result, Xavi said that it is absolutely not easy to win at the RCDE stadium. Real Madrid have lost over here and there have been minutes when Barca played really well. They could have won perfectly fine. Looking at the positives, Xavi said that a defeat would have been a step backward. With 1 point, it is not so much. It's still difficult to win at this stage and they're still in the fight for the Champions League positions in the next season. When being asked to comment on Araujo's injury, Xavi said that they have to wait and see if it's just discomfort or something else. As for Piqué's red card, it hurts them, but they're going to compete with what they have. However, later on, it was confirmed by the club itself that Araujo was going to be left out of the squad for the Napoli match. The club said in the most recently released official statement that Barcelona do not want to take any risks with Ronald Araujo. Therefore, he is ruled out for the game against Napoli. He will be ready for the game against Valencia, however. Now coming back to Xavi's comments in the post-game press conference, he said that Dembele is one more positive. He can help Barcelona. He has entered well, fast and vertical. He has had some really good minutes. When being asked to comment on the gesture made by Araujo towards the opposition fans, Xavi said that they must always respect everyone, the referees, the fans and everyone there is on the pitch. There are lots of nerves happening during the match. If something bad has happened, Barca apologizes for it. However, very much unlike Xavi, Espanyol manager Vicente Moreno was straight up being a bitch after the game. He said that he is disappointed because they deserved to win. It was clear for him. Barcelona were already lucky in the first leg and then they were lucky again today. This ill-mannered and ill-tempered asshole kept on whining. He said that if the team was smaller than Barcelona, would they have gotten so much added time because against Athletic Bilbao, the same minutes were lost and the referee only added 4 minutes. Too bad Moreno could not admit that Barca had better scoring chances and were the ones that deserved to win. Espanyol only took a second chance thanks to an individual mistake from Eric Garcia and wasting time for the rest of the game. But of course, this whining bitch will not bring it up. Now we have yet another interesting statistic about the other goal scorer on the night. Luc de Jong has now played 310 minutes in 2022 and while he was on the pitch, he has racked up a very impressive total of 4 goals. Speaking to the journalist on La Liga TV after the match, Luc de Jong said that is what he's here for, to come on when there are lots of crosses in the box and help the team by scoring goals. With a hint of disappointment in his voice, Luc de Jong said that they are Barcelona and therefore they should have won the derby, but unfortunately it did not happen. He said that he was feeling good after the goal, but he wanted the game to resume quickly to try to score another goal to win. He does not like to talk about himself, but he focuses only on the club and he will play and give everything he has for the team and see what happens in the future. Speaking about statistics, Adama Traore racked up some impressive numbers here in the match and delivered a lethal performance. In the time that he spent on the pitch, he had 1 assist, made 66 touches, delivered 29 passes and 2 key passes, 4 crosses, 3 shots and 5 dribbles, which was also the most. Defensively, he won 8 out of 14 ground duels and 3 out of 4 aerial duels. He also had the most duels won on the pitch. He made 1 tackle, 1 clearance and 3 ball recoveries. Overall, it was a great performance by the Spaniard. Moving on to the next news update, we have a bit of a transfer news as reported by top-tier transfer insider Fabrizio Romano. He said that Franck Kessie has still no full agreement with any club. Barcelona are in contact with his agent since December and they're waiting for him. Kessie has not made his final choice yet. The race is still open and other clubs are also interested. His AC Milan deal runs out in 2022.
That's all the news we could collect for you today. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, select all and enable all the YouTube app notifications. We have always been overly impressed by your response to our videos. So in this episode, we have decided to set a target of 550 likes. Please Culers, help us reach our target on this episode as well. Now that's all we have for today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.